Hello everyone and welcome back to Parenting Conundrums. My name is Faith Motegi and I am grateful to be on this platform to have a conversation. So over the last few days, if you've been following, there are certain discussions that have come up and it struck me that there's an aspect of consent. What is consent? Do our children know how to be respectful to each other? And I'm not saying it's just boys versus girls, it is, or boys towards girls, it's also girls towards boys. There was a conversation concerning a lady went out on a date and things did not turn out well. I'll not go further into that because it may strike a few chords the wrong way. But it brought me back. By the time you are having a child near you, the discussion has been over a couple of years now that it's not a must for your child to say hi or to hug. Let me put, not saying hi, greeting is respectful. But this aspect of go hug so and so, go hug your uncle, go and say, like a hug should be a form of greeting. We should reconsider that in this way. It is the child's body. They decide whether to hug somebody or not, just like you do. You don't go hugging everybody, even that uncle, even that auntie, whoever you may be related to, we don't all hug. Yes, Corona has changed a few dynamics, but there are certain aspects that we need to talk to. Right now, let me put it in this way. What is the scariest thing that a child will ever come and tell you concerning, if it's a girl, what is the scariest thing you hope never happens to them? What is this scary thing that happened to you as a woman? And have you found ways to communicate that to your children? Whether it's your biological child, whether it's to your niece, whether it is to that neighborhood child. Like, we need to form communities that help us to respect each other. And I know girls are being mentored left, right, and center. My concern is who is stepping up for the boys. Who? Why is it that for the boys, it's almost like the script is, you are a boy, you're a man, so you know how things, you'll figure things out. But for the lady, we tell them about cleanliness, we tell them about cooking, we tell them that you should be home by this time, you should not stand near, you should not, and most of them it's you should not. I always remember there's a point whereby whenever you sit down, one of the forms of etiquette was, as a girl, you need to cross your legs. And even though I was wearing a trouser, I still needed to cross my legs. Who tells boys what needs to be done? They are baby showers. They are bridal showers. Yes, Corona is messing things up, but still, you understand what I mean. So who sits down to talk to the boy? At what point are we teaching boys how to respect the human being that comes in the form of a woman? Why is it that when it comes to a woman in a boy's life, especially when they hit teenagehood, and right now it's even pre-teens, it's a form of, I need to conquer that. And if you say no, then you do not realize who I am. Why is that disconnect? Why is it that as a girl, if I decide to be bossy, if I say no, it's an issue? Why is it an issue? I believe we are not having this conversation. The scariest thing that we may be thinking concerning sexuality is if your child comes and tells you that they are gay, that they are bisexual, whatever it is. And I'm saying this with respect to everybody. I'm not targeting. But what is the scariest thing that your child can come and tell you? Will they be comfortable enough to say, Mom, so and so, Dad, so and so, or this happened to me, or a friend of mine did? Are they able to have that conversation with you? and starts with letting the child know that, yes, that song that we sometimes laugh about, these are my private parts. Nobody should touch them. Children are experimenting. The digital space has broadened what they can access. And as much as you shelter your child is not going to be sheltered entirely from the society. So even though you get that girl in the house at a certain time, there's a boy out there, or even a girl. And that's what I'm saying. I am not pointing fingers at whether you're a parent to boys or a parent to girls. It cuts across. You need to have a discussion, an open discussion with your child. That the boy needs to know that this is a creation of beauty. And if you handle her properly, you communicate, you relate with her without looking at this as an object or as a point of conquest, you will come up with something delightful, which is all about human connection. But if boys are being raised to see girls as this thing that needs to be obtained, if girls are not being mentored that there's something beyond money, there's something beyond someone driving a fancy car, because that car could be a borrowed car. Why does a car have to be the deciding factor of whether you should go out with this boy or that guy or whatever it is? So even as I go around with the different discussions, because this discussion has brought up so many things. Because right now there will be a boy, a young man, who will try to approach a girl and say, can we go out for dinner? Can we go out for coffee? In spite of COVID. And the girl will be, and then to the point where we will now get to a space where everything is confrontational. Because now girls are like, we shall stand up. And it's okay. I am there. Tuko pamoja. We fight. But in a good way. But my concern is, who are the role models of our children? And most especially boys. Right now, in my life, I can see the ladies who stepped up. If mom was not in the picture, I know who I could run to. Who do boys run to? When these manenos, whatever manenos happens during puberty happens. Who do boys run to? Wanaenda wanaongelesha nani? They go and talk to other young men who have not eaten salt. They need someone to ground them. If you were to ask your son or the nephew in your life, who would they run to if a man or even a lady touched them inappropriately? What then? So my question is, even as my phone lets me know, who is mentoring our children? Who are the role models? So it's time we have an even deeper discussion than just consent. And what does consent really mean? And respect. For more, keep it tuned, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon, okay?